smashed kangaroo in the middle of the road. Green grass and lots of bird life and lots of flies. But anyway, that's Australia, mate. Hey, how you going? Got to concentrate here. We've got one of those days. It's windy. The road's a bit, how you going?
Sloshy.
Yeah, there's a lot of water on the road and a lot of potholes that are all blown out. We have had 5 really, really special days in Albury-Wodonga, visiting family and friends. And the weather turned on for us, so it was really pleasant. Got out, did some sightseeing, had some lunches, caught up. Really, really brilliant. We're now heading north. Today we turn off onto the Kidman Way, and that's going to take us through western New South Wales and across into western Queensland.
Yep, and then we change onto Matilda Way when we get into Queensland.
Yep, we're making a whole shot for Normanton and Karumba, which is right in the Gulf.
Turn right on Kidman Way.
There you go. Kidman Way, mate. Go.
It's just a tad wet on the road.
Splash.
Sunday morning in
Good
Queensland.
morning. Sunday morning.
Queensland.
Southeast Queensland Outback. We are about 10 kilometres outside of Cunnamulla, which is our stay for the next Tres nights. Still lots of flood water around us, which means everything's green. Some of the roads we were going to go on, they're all no bueno. Can't get to a couple of places, so we've modified our plan. We're going out to one of the outlying towns today. I think what is it called? Eulo. E-U-L-O. It's another tiny little, there you go. Got all the brochures from the lovely people at the info centre yesterday. I can see the bottom of it, so that's fine. It's about 100 mil. We saw people yesterday and they were just coming up to these with caravans and they did not slow down at all.
This is a big puddle, this one.
It took me years to perfect, but worth the time and effort to give you an insight into the treasures below. From Giant dinosaurs to the lifeblood of this land and the world's biggest underground river, the Great Artesian Basin.
Now, the designer of that, his name is Carl Norton. Born in Java, ended up in basically Switzerland to be an engineer before the turn of the century. Befriended a gentleman that was very famous, his name was Lenin. He started communism as we know it, didn't like his ideology. Carl was a very religious man too. That is the original bomb vault. Now you look at that and it looks ugly. Started using that device not very long before that, even around the same era when they started developing these devices in the late 1920s. Model T Fords were still rolling off the production line. And said, right, if you get in the old 1940s buildings that the tin's okay on and that, can we have it please to resurrect these like as original as we can get them? We can resurrect these with, you know, tin and everything on modern tin, but we've not gone away from it. It's like having a GT Falcon and putting a Chinese bonnet scoop on it. That's not going to happen here. We've decided not to do that. Obviously it's affordable to do it like that.
Hello boys, I'm your commanding officer, Major Simrovsky. When you interact with civilians or cits, you will be polite, courteous, considerate, but do not tell the cits why you're here or what you're doing. You're fighting the war, period. You might find some people give a special salute here. That's the Charleville salute. When you meet the local flies, it'll all make sense.
Okay, here we go. Now you're switching in good luck because there isn't any luck. You either learn it or you don't. And you're either right or you're wrong.
Well, it's just about midday and we've finished the secret World War II museum tour and their interactive display. Absolutely remarkable, the information they've got to share with you. We came up from Cunnamulla yesterday and ran around like silly people when we got here.
Did things.
Got bogged.
Got bogged. Max tracks. How to wash the car. All that good stuff.
You just got to do.
Nice evening. Really good. Great country out here. And we found through the tourist information site that there was during the war, there was a secret World War II base. So it was American soil. Spent a lot of money back in the day and built this base up for loads of different reasons. Australia was under threat, immediate threat from the Japanese Imperial Army. This part of the world was going to be probably Australia's launching point for a second wave if Australia had ever been invaded. But very interesting, lovely local guy gives you the chat, really interesting.
Do the drive tag along tour.
Takes hour and a half, really cool.